Hi, back for part 3. Yeah, I ramble a lot. Like I said, I have ADHD and I'm very OCD, and my memory is horrible after 20 years of different pain medicines and just brain fog from just trying to live my life. But I will put, like, in the videos that, like, the first 2 parts are basically only have very little of actual EXO stuff in them, and this one is the one that I'm actually going to show the albums I got, because I don't even know if I should post the first 2 parts, but I probably will. But anyway, the EXO albums that I got these around the same time that I got the first VIX and BAP albums that I showed on TikTok. But like I said, I had planned on filming this for EXO the same night I filmed that, but I just couldn't. I was literally, like, falling asleep, and that's usually what happens. It's like I don't have, like, a normal sleep schedule the way that my body is and how it's used to, like, being in pain all the time. I literally either have to distract myself completely and go, like, hyper focused on something with as many of my senses as possible to like, not realize that how much pain I'm in, or it's like my body has to literally be so tired to the point of exhaustion that I just fall asleep without even realizing I'm tired. And like right now, I've been up for like over 24 hours and I can't go to sleep, even with, like, sleeping pills and stuff like that. Which, by the way, mini tangent, like, don't buy sleeping pills unless you actually know what's in them, because 90% of sleeping pills on the market that aren't, like, melatonin are literally just Benadryl, diphenhydramate. It's like, that's why when you give your kids Benadryl, it puts them to sleep, because that's literally part of what it does. But if you take Benadryl, like I do, as an allergy medicine several times a day, it doesn't exactly work to help put you to sleep. But there is an actual, like, there's 2 kinds of, like, well, I would say the name brand, Unisom. And then the other brands, it's all diphenhydramate, except for one certain part is doxylamine. That is the medicine that actually can help put you to sleep if you, like, especially if you take Benadryl for allergies and stuff like that. Okay, I have been rambling about nothing for way too long. The albums I got first were Lotto, because I love that photo shoot, and it's an album with Lay in it. And like I said in the other videos, my EXO biases, like, since I'm a pre-debut EXO-L, and since the TVXQ JYJ thing literally gave me PTSD, and, like, people use the phrase PTSD a lot when they shouldn't really, because it literally is caused by trauma, like severe trauma enough where either, like, you or someone you love almost dies, and, like, the emotional impact of that. And with the TVXQ JYJ thing, that literally, like, Yoonho almost died. Like, the fact that SM did not press charges, that girl that literally poisoned him because he realized that she was the same age as his sister. Like, even so, the company should have done something. Like, it's part of the reason the obsessive fan culture is so bad in Korea. But again, another tangent. Thank you, ADHD. But yeah, Lotto has Lay in it because Lay and Minnie were my EXO biases. Luhan was my second EXO bias, but when he left, Minnie, who was my main wrecker, became my second bias in EXO-M. And in EXO-K, it's Chanyeol and Sehun, and then the whole Chanbaek, and actually Chanbaek-hoon too, actually. Baekhyun's pretty much my third bias in EXO-K, but it's been 10 years. I love them all. The weirdest part is too, EXO, I think, is one of the only groups where, like, my bias is not the person in the group that has my favorite voice. Like, my favorite voice in EXO was Dio. His voice is the first voice in EXO that I ever heard. And, like, the R&B king that he is pulled me in when I first heard, like, the clip of What Is Love in the teasers. But then my bias is, like Dio is, like, special to me for that reason. But I don't consider him a bias. But he's just a cute little penguin. Anyway. But, so I have Lotto, Don't Mess Up My Tempo, the version with Lay in it. And then I bought the War Power Music, because I am a huge comic book fan. And anything like that. So, like, the artwork and the fact that it actually comes with comic book pages, I had to get it. And then recently I realized with Minnie's album coming out and Lay's album, which I was gonna do a video about Lay's video and comeback and stuff, because, like, he is one of my main biases. He, like, I don't know why I say it like that. He is one of my biases in EXO. So I wanted to do it, but my health was so bad, and I wasn't keeping up with social media, and I missed it. Just like I was planning on making a video for the teasers for Minnie's, the actual teasers, and not just the mood sampler for Minnie's album. And I didn't get a chance because the video I'd already dropped by the time I felt good enough to actually film this. But because of Minnie's album and stuff, and I think I bought a Lay album too that hasn't got here yet, or I was going to. I don't remember which. But I bought both of SC's albums because, like I said, it's my biases. So obviously that is one of my favorite subunits. But then the other subunit has two of my biases in it too, so it doesn't really matter. I'll probably get CBX albums eventually. But in Lotto, I love the styling in Lotto. But look at this photo card. It's so cute. Look at him. He's adorable. Such a cute little puppy. I can't. And it cracks me up that this is the Baekhyun photo card that comes in Lotto. Really? Lotto? When Beck was feeling himself a little too much. Well, actually, that's when he started feeling himself a little too much, I should say. Because it didn't really get better after that, did it? It got worse. I eventually want to get, I don't know, actually, if I'll get Baekhyun's solo albums. But anyway, for Don't Mess Up My Tempo, I got the version that features Lay in the pictures and stuff. Even if it's digitally altered, it's better than nothing. And I got this adorable Kyungsoo photo card. He's so freaking cute. Little penguin with an amazing voice. And then the Power of Music. I'm gonna have to do the rest in another part, which is lovely. Even after I figured out how to upload longer videos, I still end up rambling because my thoughts are never clear. Ever. So, yeah. Welcome to my brain. I'm sorry. We hate it here.